So for this tub and tub walls, I need to build a wall right here because this is pretty much 69 inches from there, so I need to make it 60 inches. So I got to get a wall here. So I'm going to start building that wall. I know it is 101 inches, and I only have two 10-footers, so I know I should have got some 109 or 104 and 5/8, but I think I can make these work. I can probably put double plate up top and a double plate up on the bottom, and it should be good. So let's do that. Alright, so I got the wall in, I got the east studs in. I'm going to put a couple backers to go this way, and I can't figure out if I want to put the diverter before or after. I know I can put this, the shower spout in, so I know I can get this piece of the stud in here this way, and then put that downspout in after, no matter what. Because I'm going to have it above the shower walls anyway. I like to put my shower heads up pretty high so it can rain down on you. So the only thing I just don't know exactly if I want to do right now is, do I want to put the diverter in after? Meaning, do I want to put it in right now, then put the tub in? Or do I want to put it in before? No. Do I want to put the diverter in before I put the tub in? Or do I want to put it in after I put the tub in? So I think I'm just going to put this in, get the downspout ran down, and then put the tub kit in, and then come behind it and do everything I need to do. Because if I do it before, then I can't figure out exactly where the where it's going to be in the middle of the whole kit. Usually I'm just putting the tub in, and then I'm measuring, and it's usually 14.5 to the middle of the tub. But this one we got walls, so I got to drill this hole. So I think I'm going to just do it that way. So I have to figure out exactly where the top of the shower wall is going to be. Just to be able to put the tub spout in. So pretty much it's going to be at 78. That's where it should land with the tub and the tub walls. So, I mean, it's kind of a high shower spout, but it should be okay. So I think I'm just going to put it somewhere around there, and we should be good. Alright, so here's the bathtub. It's decent. I really don't like plastic bathtubs, but it'll work. And these bottoms are a little bit different. You don't necessarily have to set these in mortar, although I still do. You can kind of glue these down if you wanted to put glue there, and like right there, wherever it sits on there, you can kind of glue these, but I still just set them in mortar. Another funky thing that I've seen, I don't know if this should be like that. It completely just comes right off. Usually that's glued or something. Yeah, usually I see it glued, so I think I'm gonna glue it myself. But yeah, that shouldn't be like that. So, but I am gonna set a mortar in this rapid set. The mortar mix, set it, or put like a layer of mortar on the ground. That'll dry pretty quickly, so I'll be able to step in it quickly. So alright, so I got this mortar mix. This is going to dry pretty quickly. I'm just going to kind of, pretty soupy, I think. Just going to kind of catch it to where it catches pretty much everything. Doesn't have to be perfect, and it don't have to be thick. I just want it to get up in between those, like up in between it. That way. it can catch on to it. Really, it don't have to be at the edge either. I just kind of want it to get up in there. It's gonna dry quick here in a second. It's gonna get, or it's gonna start drying quick, and I don't have a, what do you call it? I don't have a trowel, so this should be good enough. Alright, get this out the way. Some of that and pack around it still, or I can pack around it in the back, or pack around it here tomorrow, like above that plastic, and we should be good. So I'm gonna double level on this, make sure it's level. Didn't break that too bad, so I have to get that back in there. But all right, gonna keep pushing on it, get a level on it, make sure it's good. Alright, so we're pretty damn good. It could come up a little. Well, that can go down. No, it needs to come this way, actually. This can come up a little. Actually, not too bad. This side should be good. Pretty damn good. And then we should be good here. Pretty damn good. So anything that's off just a little bit, that should compensate for it. Maybe like an 1/8 or a 16th. It's okay. You can't get none of this perfect. None of this can ever get perfect unless you build it perfect. If you build the house perfect, still can go perfect. But if you don't build it perfect, it's not perfect. So, and I didn't build this. This is all old stuff. I added to it. So, and it's pretty damn good for being how old it is. So, all right. So these are actually the walls. This is the back wall. These are the two side walls. That's the foam. Goes on the edge of the tub. This is actually a piece of felt pad that would go right here behind it, in the back of it, which I'll probably show you, but it sticks to the back of it. So when you install your diverter, this keeps the heat from melting this plastic. I've done it before. I've melted this plastic before, because whenever you try to solder a diverter, and you even get close to this plastic with heat, it tends to, like, it'll bubble it up or deform it or whatever. So these guys actually give you a felt pad, which I've seen them before, but they just pretty much stick to the back of this, and then you heat it up. And you don't necessarily have to put it on. Sometimes I like to solder my diverters before, but with this one I think I will solder it before, but I still will put it on, because if it ever has to get changed in the future, this will be there in case it needs to be soldered and it does not melt the spot or melt the little area. So, and then for this, I am not installing the vertical or the horizontal studs. Really don't need it. And I'm not installing the stud that goes right there, nor right here, because for this shower we're not going to put up doors. So, and really if I wanted to put one in here, I could. This one I really couldn't. I mean, I guess I could. It would just be kind of goofy and pretty offset. So it would just be weird to try to put it in there a little bit too much work for doing this, especially if we're not going to put a shower door. Now, if there was a shower door going on this, I would have to put that in, because that's what you screw your shower doors to. But other than that, as long as this is glued, it shouldn't go nowhere. And if we need to take it out in the future and replace it, we always can. So Also too, this gap did go in, but I still have a pretty good gap in the middle. I tried squeezing it. It don't want to come in, but it's way smaller than it was, so should be okay. Also too, you want to hear it solid like that. You don't want to hear hollowness. You want to have the bottom of your tub solid, and that's what the mortar does. Alright, so I was able to pop that in. This middle still has a little bit of a gap. It could be because of the bow in it or whatever, but it's better than it was. But if you see, I have more of a gap down there. So this was able to pop in. So my guess, if I was to pull on this, try to push that in somehow, it would pop in. But hey, I'm just going to leave it. I can silicone that and make a nice bead so that you can't even notice that. But I do want to take this back apart so the glue ain't dried and try to pop that all the way in. Pretty much get in like a sealed gap, like the top is sealed. So I'm going to pretty much take this back apart real quick. See if I can't pop it in. We are good. Shower's done. I do got to get this diverter in there, but I can do that. So I'm going to finish the diverter. We should be good.